Bitch, get out of my fucking way! It's Black History Month!
Ask questions. I confidently share with people I don't know certain things. Asking questions is so essential. It took me a while to feel confident enough to raise my hand and share that I didn't know something. And I think that college overall has taught me how to inquire without feeling like I'm inferior. I find that sometimes, or I have observed perhaps, that for fear of not knowing or for fear of sharing that you don't know, that, I don't know, there's kind of like, that could be a scary feeling to alert people around you or a person in front of you that you don't know something. But I think that through asking questions and acknowledging that you don't know something allows for your world to expand. Because if you don't ask questions and you're not exploring or looking for answers, I feel like there's like a limited scope happening. Not you, but like I could be limiting my palette of the world if I did not explore or ask questions. 6 kind of ties in with trusting yourself, and it's essentially doing nothing without intention. It's being incredibly mindful of the things that are in alignment with you. I also feel like it plays a role in like your self-awareness as well. When you become self-aware, you can assess like how you're feeling, and then you can make conscious decisions. 7 is forgive and release. I think there's like a metric. I think that I have begun to understand like and it's not necessarily that I'm forgiving for other people. I'm perhaps forgiving for myself so I could release and remove anything that's taking up like mental space, spiritual space, or energetic space in my body. And if I want to release it, I forgive it and I release it, because I could choose to do that. And sometimes some things take a little longer to release, but I think the overall idea is that you put into place like a practice for when you know you can forgive and release something, to just begin doing that. Number 8 is be wicked as defense. I read this really good essay, In Defense of Self-Defense by Huey P. Newton. And I think oftentimes for Black people, I can't speak for all, but in my case, I have found myself keeping the peace, but I am now in a space where I have no desire to keep the peace when I'm looking for answers. And if by me looking for some type of answers creates some type of tension or critical dissonance in the space that I'm occupying at school, then that's just what it is, because there's no growth happening. So sometimes I have to put on my wicked hat in order to just get the answers that I need, or even begin to navigate conversations back to source, because sometimes people will start crying in the class, or people can get offended. People can begin saying, oh, well, it's not all white people, or whatever the case may be. These things typically happen as it relates to race, anything politically related. And for me, what I find is it's just the lack of accountability wanting to be taken. And as a Black woman, I feel like, or I have given myself the responsibility of unveiling the crutches that institutions offer the white students. Number 9 is continue storytelling. This kind of goes into number 4, which was imagine. Imagining allows you to storytell. And if you could storytell by creating your own scenario and your own stories, you should definitely do that and continue to do that and like build upon it. Even in this video, I'm giving myself permission that I hadn't given myself before. So this video is for you, it's for me. Number 10 is accept yourself. Every day is a new day to accept yourself. Every moment is a new moment to accept yourself. It's all about redirecting those thoughts. It's not that you won't have these things like coming at you from the outside world, through the media, through certain types of like written medias, through your own intrusive thoughts that you're internalizing from the outside world. The idea is to get back to you and really navigate back to spiritual source, so that you can begin accepting yourself as you are and not as how people want you to be.
When they gonna see the video, they gonna be sad. I wish we could have got down with them. Damn, you damn right you wish you could have got down with us.
Those are my 10 things. There's probably like so much more, and this would probably do better as like a conversation. Talking into the camera is very interesting because it's like I'm talking to myself, and there's probably some things that I could have added, but I'm very much like I like this going back and forth, me then you, me then you, me then you. So that's why sometimes I'll even have like Zoom conversations. So if you're ever down for a Zoom conversation about any of these topics that I'm talking about, or you have an experience similar, definitely leave a comment below, because I didn't see anybody like me on YouTube, so I decided to get on YouTube. I was looking for something a little bit more raw, just having a desire to like talk about these things. And it's, you know, I've also gotten a question of like, oh, like if you have all these critiques, like why be in the school? And it's like, technically that's like anything and everything in the land of America. The idea is that I could participate, but that doesn't mean my participation is like void of critique.
When they gonna see the video, they gonna be sad. I wish we could have got down with them. Damn, you damn right you wish you could have got down with us.